Every parent wants their child to succeed in life. They have hopes that their child will go off to college, become productive citizens of America, and go off to create families of their own. These hopes and dreams for parents are slowly but surely starting to become wishes and uncertainty. The ACT is to blame for this. The test is biased, it has a one-size-fits-all model, and students start to think that their success is determined on how well they do on the test. The test is made for students to have the same ideas, but society expects for the new generation to be different, more intelligent than our elders, and expect more out of the new generation. It's a contradictory. The ACT, also known as American College Testing, is a standardized test that scores students on high school achievement and college admission. The ACT is a timed test divided up into 4 different sections. A student is allotted 60 minutes for math, 45 minutes for English, 35 minutes each for reading and science, and an option to take a writing portion that is 30 minutes long. After taking the test, a student is graded on how well they did. This is called the composite score. The composite score ranges from 1 to 36, 36 being a perfect score. A student is able to take the ACT as much as he desires, but the test is only offered a few times a year. Colleges frown upon students who exceed the average number of times the test is taken. Teaching to a test is completely useless. Students begin to think alike rather than differently. Kathy Ann Davison, the author of Now You See It, argues a valid point because if we continue to teach students the same way and not allow them to think more extensively, then how do we expect students to develop their own minds? I am against the ACT and what it is based upon. The one-size-fits-all model is impractical. According to grade schools, schools that fail to meet the No Child Left Behind requirements are the schools that have the one-size-fits-all approach to education and overemphasizes testing and does not provide enough money to schools to achieve success. I attended Lithia Springs High School for 3 consecutive years. The school system had changed our schedules completely, and it felt like learning became more of a requirement than a healthy experience. People that are pro-ACT will argue that the ACT is fair and beneficial. They may mention money, bring up how students need to be tested to their full ability, how the test is not biased and is equal, how it is traditional, and the ACT is completely necessary for the simple fact that students need to be graded and compared to others. The ACT allows them to categorize students by failure and success. Although the cons surpass the pros, there are in fact a few good qualities of the ACT. One of the pros are Explore and Plan. Explore and Plan are tools that help students prepare for educational and career decisions starting in 8th grade and leads them into high school and further on. Both programs include a test with 4 parts: English, Science, Mathematics, and Reading. Students continue to use these tools to assess their skills in each subject, and the results from the test offer the students a glimpse on what career path they should take. This means the ACT is providing the sources for students to increase their scores and going to a good university. Lastly, the ACT can be used for college course placement. These pros may sound good, but not good enough. The ACT and Corporation failed to mention how successful students became after the test. For further explanation, the higher the ACT scores, the better the colleges. For example, Harvard, Stanford, Princeton, and Yale. State your name.
Tyler Lynn.
What university or college do you attend?
Georgia State University.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
Do you know what the ACT is?
Kind of, sort of, I guess.
Did you take the ACT?
No, I didn't.
What did you take?
The SAT.
Okay. Do you feel that the ACT is biased?
No, not necessarily, but I did hear that it was the easier version, and I probably should have took it.
Okay. Do you think the ACT is capable of determining whether or not a student is ready for college?
Definitely, yes.
May there be a direct correlation between success and ACT scores? Meaning, if you were to obtain a high score on the ACT, that you would be more successful?
Yes, definitely.
State your name.
Terrence Thomas,
Okay. How old are you?
18,
And what college or university do you attend?
Georgia State University.
Okay. Did you take the SAT or the ACT?
I took both the SAT and the ACT.
Which one did you do better on?
I did better on the ACT.
Okay. Do you know what the ACT is?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Do you feel that the ACT is biased?
Kind of.
Do you think the ACT is capable of determining whether or not a student is ready for college?
Yes.
May there be a direct correlation between success and ACT scores? Meaning, if you were to obtain a high score on the ACT, do you think that you would be successful in college?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for participating.
My name is Marcus Bennett, and we're finna look and see how students feel about the SAT and the ACT prior to some scores. So let's go talk to some students. Oh, hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
What's your name?
I'm Devin.
How old are you, Devin?
I'm 19.
So, what did you take coming to high school? Did you take the SAT or the ACT?
I took the SAT.
Why you didn't take the ACT?
Well, it costs money, so I only had enough money to take one time. Because my mom paid for it.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so I just took the SAT one time.
So do you feel like the SAT was better as far as adapting to college experiences than ACT?
I guess. I never took the ACT, so I wouldn't know. But I like the SAT.
All right, so let's go see a few more Georgia State students' feelings about the ACT. Y'all come through. Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Justice.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
All right, so becoming to college, did you take the ACT or the SAT?
ACT.
Do you feel like the ACT was biased?
Yeah.
How did you feel about the SAT?
I didn't take the SAT. I heard it was too hard.
So do you feel like the ACT scores will affect how successful you'll be in college?
No.
So you feel like as far as you working and as far as the effort you put in, that will eventually tell how successful you'll be?
Yes, I do.
Teaching to a test is completely useless because we begin to think like one another rather than having our own ideas and opinions. To alter this train of thought, we should wipe out the ACT and teach students about the real world and introduce them to real world situations. The one-size-fits-all model does not allow teachers to show students different techniques. Although the cons of standardized testing outweigh the pros, there is light at the end of the tunnel for the ACT because they do provide the tools for students to raise their test scores. America is a country that praises individuality and success. Without both, America could fall behind other countries. We have to ask ourselves, do we want the ACT or any form of standardized testing to hold our children back from success? To take it a step further, what is success? How do we define success, and who determines our success? When we, citizens of America, can figure that out, we may be a step closer to becoming a better country. In all, we do not need the ACT to determine our future or to get us into a prestigious college or university.